What's up, guys? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Cabs coming back at you with yet another video. Today we'll be dissecting a short 2.5-minute trailer for the new Disney World Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. In case you don't know, it's basically just going to be a Starcruiser that is trying its best to defile Star Wars, defile everything good about Star Wars, and look. You want an overview? It's going to be a $6,000 cost to go to a Starcruiser that looks like garbage, got ratioed to the pits of despair, all the way down to wherever the heck Sauron lives, into an endless black void. It got ratioed when it first came out, and if you check here down below, right here at the like and dislike region, we have 1.3 thousand likes to 1.8 thousand dislikes, and this video came out Friday? They came out Friday. Last Friday. It's been a couple of days. Very few people have actually decided they want to watch this. Only 85,815 views, and of those 85,000, an entire 1.8 thousand people have disliked this video compared to 1.3 thousand who have actually liked it. I don't want to take too long going over the basics and rehashing what's already taken place, but this little video here is going to be a description of what you're going to get with this series. Now, I'm going to mute it for the first part because it does have copyrighted music, and I don't want to get copyright stricken. Alright? So here we go. So it goes, Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, a 2-night adventure. Again, a 2-night adventure that's going to cost like $6,000. And you see where people are waving around their lightsabers and stuff like that. Of course, they're wearing masks because you have to be politically correct, right? You have to avoid the cough. Avoid COVID-19 at all costs because it's the deadliest virus in all of American history. It's such a horrible pandemic. Yeah, you get COVID-19 and you get the sniffles. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of COVID-19. I think that some people have actually had really terrible reactions compared to others, but it really is a case-by-case situation. It's not a pandemic that straight up kills people right off the bat, okay? So anyone who says that is lying. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. And here we go.
Here with us on board the Halcyon.
We got Matt
I know
Martin
that we
and
at Walt
Travis
Disney Imagineering have been
Finstein.
working with Lucasfilm and
So,
you for years.
Let me just say this real quick. Can we get a single person who works at Disney that doesn't sound effeminate? Can we please get a single male from Disney that doesn't sound like they want to dress up in a tutu when they're in their downtime? Can we please do that? I would prefer that over, anything that what we've gotten so far in regards to the employment there. It's ridiculous. Moving on.
Developing the backstory of the Halcyon.
Yeah, now we're here in person.
And they spent years doing this. In case you didn't catch that, look at the captions. They spent years developing this, meaning that they really have no care in the world for putting an end to the sequel trilogy or actually making amends for the garbage that they've produced over the past few years. And, again, here we got another effeminate dude talking about how it's so exciting to be on this new Starcruiser.
Really getting to experience what this thing we've had in our brains has been for so many years.
And again, sorry about the copyright music. I will be stopping frequently because I don't want to get copyright struck. But, again, they talk about how long they've been working on this, and they're going to talk about, in just a moment, they're going to talk about it's fully restored to what it should always be. And it just, if you don't give the audience or the people that you're trying to bring into this theme park the ability to see what it used to look like, like a dirty version of it, a version that's run down, mucky, kind of looks garbage. If you don't give them that, then you can't show them what it looks like pristine and new if there isn't a contrast, So my recommendation would be to make it look a little less pristine. If you're going to just start off with making it a little less pristine, and then go into making it more pristine, you could show images of what it looks like pristine versus not pristine. Then you can actually have one whole series of things that you could do in a non-pristine, run-down version of the whatever the heck this Starcruiser is called. And then you can show the actual pristine version where people would be staying and sleeping at night. Because this is a hotel. It's a Starcruiser. It's a cruise ship, I think, or something like that. It's stupid, nonetheless. It really is just stupid. Let's move on. When
When passengers come
Starcruiser,
to
blah, blah, blah,
Starcruiser
blah.
today, they're going to encounter a Halcyon that has been recently
Yeah, see, encounter a Halcyon that has been recently restored to its former
glory, the way it really looked in the earliest days of its voyage.
And for those of you who don't know, they've made tie-in comics. They've tried their best to make this seem like it's a super important Starcruiser that no one even knows anything about. They had Anakin Skywalker and Padme going on their honeymoon here. They had Kylo Ren and Rey finding themselves on the same cruiser. They had actually no, it wasn't. There wasn't the honeymoon of Padme and Anakin. They were just on a mission. But Han and Leia, they had their honeymoon on this thing, and it's so freaking coincidental that this massive universe of Star Wars, all the major players in each sequel trilogy, in each trilogy of Star Wars, just so happens to find themselves on this same Starcruiser somehow. Don't ask why, don't ask how, it just happens. That's factual. I mean, it's bad enough that in the sequel trilogy, Disney was able to make it seem like a massive, vast, open universe like Star Wars was dwindled down to a couple hundred people and maybe 10 planets. You know, it was just sand planet, ATST, ATST. Look at the X-wing, yeah. Oh, here's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. Oh, now he threw it away. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's basically all the sequel trilogy was look at the eye candy. Look at the eye candy. It's so awesome, isn't it? It's so awesome. And it's not. It's not. And that's exactly what they're trying to do here. It's the same thing. They're saying, come to the Starcruiser. It's a poorly made rendition of what we think Star Wars is supposed to be. And it is becoming the most corporatized version of any piece of media ever. Star Wars has been corporatized. It has been made into a corporate monstrosity. The heart has been ripped from it. The soul of the story has been taken from it. The main story itself has been spat on and crapped on, and they shot the story in the back of the head 3 times, dug it a grave, and then just left it in an empty hole for the animals to ravage it. That's basically what it was.
Across the galaxy.
The way it's meant to be seen.
The way it's meant to be seen.
Yeah, the way it's meant to be
the very
seen.
first place that the Halcyon ever traveled to was Batuu.
Yeah, we're going to follow that same journey that those passengers did.
And look, the surroundings look a little bit more like Star Wars, but when you actually go on the cruiser, and I might cover the original trailer if they have it up, but I remember it. The original trailer for this thing got taken off of YouTube within a day of getting uploaded because it got ratioed so bad. So I might not be able to find it, but let's move on.
Centuries ago, in honor of the anniversary of the ship. The events of your stay.
An anniversary of a ship that has never been made and never had any importance in the Star Wars story before. But, oh, come to our Star Wars ship. Come look at what it is that we've made, because we've poured billions of dollars into this and we don't want to lose any money. So please fork over $6,000 for a 3-night stay here. Yeah.
Here at Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser are set between the events of Star Wars The Last Jedi and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
And what a coincidence. They're going to have it set between Star Wars The Last Jedi, one of the worst Star Wars movies ever, with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, another one of the worst Star Wars movies ever. I dare say the entire sequel trilogy is bottom tier in regards to Star Wars, and they're going to make a Starcruiser based off of that time period. They're going to make a Starcruiser where you go there, you pay $6,000 out of pocket to go to something that's going to take place during the worst trilogy ever made. Not only probably in cinema, but probably in Star Wars, but in cinema. I mean, goodness gracious. Oh, man. All they have to do is erase the sequel trilogy and restore Anakin Skywalker as the Chosen One, and bada bing, bada boom, you got a good story that people actually enjoy again. But no, they won't do that, because then they would have to admit they were wrong, and they would have to make that it was a corporate misstep, and they don't want to have to admit that, because they're Disney and they can do no wrong, despite the fact that they openly support China, which is killing Uyghur Muslims on a regular basis. Jeez Louise.
Right around the same time as Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, right here at Disney Hollywood Studios. As a passenger, you get to choose your own path, and the parts of Star Wars that really call to you, that are special to you, you get to go live those. Do you join the...
Basically, it's the same thing of any theme park that has any merit, but it costs like 3 times as much. It's an exorbitant amount of money that has no reason to be at what it costs. There's no reason for it to cost this much. No reason at all. Moving
The
on.
Resistance? Do you join the First Order? Are you a scoundrel? There's a love story on board. There's everything.
Look at all these basic things that happen. All these basic things that take place. There's a love story that happens on board, probably between the actors, not the actual people, not the people paying $6,000 for this. But oh, you get to label yourself a scoundrel, a member of the First Order or Resistance. You don't even get to be a part of the best time period in Star Wars history, which is the original trilogy. Make something based off the original trilogy. Don't put it in the sequel trilogy. Don't try to just harken back to the time right after the original trilogy. Admit that you guys failed and make something based off the OT that is good. Okay? Bring back the heroism of the original trilogy. Don't focus on all this political stuff that you pushed into The Last Jedi and into Rise of Skywalker and all this other garbage. Just focus on making a story that's good, that's based off the OT, because that's all that fans freaking want. And if you are a fan, I'm sorry, I really am. I have to give up on Star Wars. I have given up on Star Wars. I have not seen anything Star Wars since The Rise of Skywalker. And I am just absolutely mind-boggled at how bad things have been handled. The firing of Gina Carano. If that's not enough to get you to quit watching Star Wars because they've tried to unperson an individual exclusively for a tweet that was 100% accurate, then I have no idea what's wrong with you. Star Wars, Disney as a company needs to be given up on. Just let it die, because as hard as that might be to sound, as bad as that might sound, and as hard as it might be to do, it's all you can do at this moment. It's the only way that we, the consumer and the customers, have the ability to fight back against this woke political corporatization of all the things that we love and hold dear, okay? If you fight back by voting with your dollar, then the major corporations can't get away with doing stuff like this. I don't want to have to cover any more of this video. It's already getting long enough. I don't want to have to go on another half-hour rant on stupid Star Wars stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here. Don't go to this park. Don't go to this stupid cruiser. Don't watch anything Star Wars related. Just let Star Wars as a franchise die, and let Disney as a company die, because it shouldn't be here. It should not exist. They have failed in every way, shape, and form, and they don't deserve to have a company, especially not when they're willing to unperson people exclusively because of 100% accurate tweet. That being said, this has been Adam with Rancid and Sweaty Calves. I would appreciate a like, follow, or I should say subscribe. Comment down below what you think of my rant, my ramble, and my escapades as a junior YouTuber. And if you don't forget to subscribe too. I already said that, but as much as it might seem a small thing for you to do, it means a heck of a lot for me. It means a heck of a lot to me. It really does. To know that there are people out there who actually share my opinions and agree with me is a great help in me making these videos and actually pushing them out on a more regular basis. I've had some issues getting started with an actual YouTube channel, trying to figure out what it is I should do. And me ranting about stuff that I really don't like seems like a pretty good idea. So if you have any ideas as to things that I should rant about, go ahead and comment that down below too. It only takes a second of your time, but it would really help me with engagement with you guys. And I appreciate the new subscribers. I just got a notification about a subscriber not too long ago, and it warmed my heart to see that there was another person who actually liked my content enough to subscribe. So thank you. I don't remember your name. But you had a pretty small channel too, and I hope that maybe once I make a subscriber list, I could actually go through and bring some traffic to you guys' channel, because it means a lot to me. It really does. That being said, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've just spoken about that for a couple of minutes, and it's kind of pointless at this point, but I can't stress it enough. It means a lot to me. That being said, this has been Adam with Rancid and Sweaty Calves, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week.